Time for something a little silly this time. Now look here, puppers. I'm the first fellow to admit that I adore the fantasy genre. I'm a Middle-earth fanatic trying to establish a relationship with a Potterhead, and I'd say it's going rather well so far. I often find myself immersed in Hyrule, Filgaia, Neverwinter. Westeros can go sit in the corner and think about what it's done. I'll deal with you later. Anyway, I even go so far as to write my own fantasy worlds for my RPGs and other game ideas. So when I heard that there was an anime with the title of Fairy Tail, I figured it would be right up my alley. And having just gone through 5 episodes, I'm torn. Yeah, I'm not adoring this like Death Note and Soul Eater, but I don't really dislike it either. I do plan on continuing the series. It just seems more like a show that I would happen to watch by sifting through the channels rather than actively seeking out. Confused? Okay, let me explain. Fairy Tail focuses on a guild called, well, Fairy Tail. Easy enough. Our 2 leads thus far are Natsu, a boy raised by a dragon, winning, and Lucy, a wizard in training who wishes to join Fairy Tail. She collects these things called gate keys, which summon her Pokemon, her critters. These summons reminded me of Final Fantasy, back when I'd summon Ifrit to burn my enemies to a crisp, Leviathan to swallow my opponents in a tsunami, or Shiva to indicate the next ice age. Oh yeah, baby. So how does Fairy Tail compare?
Do you wanna build a snowman?
Son of a bitch. I mean, we already got Happy, the winged cat that reminds me of a neglected JRPG franchise. So did we really need a cute little snowman? It's okay, at least we have a Minotaur in the... What? Alright, so I'm not going to be oblivious and cynical. This is clearly an anime aimed more towards the kids than young adults, and I get that, but even compared to Yu-Gi-Oh! And Monster Rancher, Fairy Tail really does go for the goofy and the awkward, way over the badass and kaiju inspired. Ah well. So Natsu is a bit of a hothead unless he's on some form of transportation, and Lucy is driven to
be the very best, like no one ever was.
I mean, I couldn't resist. So after an encounter with an imposter, Natsu brings Lucy to Fairy Tail to become a member. Once a member of the wacky crew, she has to get some jobs to gain some cash and raise her rank. Oof, so it's an MMO. Now you might find me very sporadic during this video, and I just have to say, well, that's my main complaint with the anime. Seriously, the show has a stroke if it lingers on a moment for too long. Half the time it's whoop, it's been 30 seconds since something has happened. Quick, lose your shirt. I kid you not, there is an episode where they face a Yeti thingy and... It kidnaps Lucy, gets chased down by Natsu, knocks Natsu off of a cliff, fights Taro, we don't talk about it. Natsu comes back to fight, Yeti pervert uses Taro's axe, Natsu melts it and then uses his heat powers to beat the Yeti pervert, who actually turns out to be the wizard they were searching for this whole time, all in the course of 4 minutes. Hey, we gotta respect those runtimes. Remember the Spider-Man animated series from the 90s where every single beat happened at a rapid pace to the point where there was barely any room for the story and characters to breathe? Yeah, it's like that. If you so much as blow your nose, you might miss a plot point on an episode in this show. Alright, so I admit, I sound pretty negative thus far. So is there anything I like without even a nitpick? Why yes there is. The music! Folk music has never sounded so epic. It's always grand when that tide shifts in battle and Natsu... Now I'm fired up! Oh yeah, always welcoming to my ears. I also really do like these characters thus far, and look forward to seeing what the show does with them. I like the hothead, I like the guildmaster, I like the Kaiba guy who keeps losing his shirt, I like the Pokemon trainer, I love this lady that everyone is so afraid of, and I'm definitely intrigued by this Magus-looking motherfucker. The fights themselves are really cool. Not only are they flashy, but they combine the best aspects of Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z, and Soul Eater for some intense action. It's a long-running anime, so I'm convinced it will get better. It's just off to a slow burn, and hey, nothing wrong with that. I may be surprised. After all, some of my favorite RPGs of all time start slow. I'd eat this up as a kid, but as an adult, it's alright. Heck, there's a moment where they retrieve a book and there's actually some heartfelt character interaction. So I have faith. And if you're a fan of Fairy Tail, without spoiling what's to come, just let me know what it is that you like so much. I'd love to get into it. I'm just a little warm right now. I have yet to get fired up. See you guys on the next First Impressions, and thanks for watching.